Nigeria jaga jaga, everything scatter scatter. Come on, they suffer. Bossa, gunshot in the air. Nigeria jaga, everything scatter. Come on, they suffer. Bossa, gunshot in the air.
Hello, my people. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, I welcome you all to this program. This program, as one I know, a Pidgin English program, and GCSDN, Global Coalition for Security and Democracy in Nigeria. Now, then they bring this program for us to enlighten us about the social, economic, and political issues what they happen for our country, Nigeria. We call this program Poto Poto, and every Friday, 4:55 p.m., say 5 p.m. Nigerian time, we do this program. And now we're going to country brother Fidelis Ilobekeme, where they anchor this program. I greet everybody, wherever you're watching me from. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Once again, my name is Fidelis Ilobekeme. If you now watch today's program, the title is very, very clear. African leaders are so blind to reality. They think it's business as usual. Because I don't observe, say African leaders, their head not the house. They not deserve respect. Their head not the house. Because everything what they think about now stealing, and looting. Nothing else did their brain. Their brain is empty. Like just few of them. Few, very few. A handful of them. They fit reason well. The rest of them, nothing did their head. Nothing did. Because I think I imagine the way and manner this would they get mind, they do some things, they say some things against their own people. I they wonder where they come from. I they imagine who they be. I they imagine which kind of brain them get. I they imagine say which kind of people be this one. People will know if you think well. If they don't get power, their sense of reasoning don't lost. Everything concerning wisdom don't lost. Now only how to steal, how to punish their people, they come their mind. They go begin misuse power, they go begin abuse power. If you say that position are forever until they don't come off office before reality will come down on them. Say, this position will be forever. Then you go see them begin fight to gain relevance, begin struggle, begin make noise, begin do one or two things just to gain relevance. Africa leaders, they could wake up. They could begin to think. They could know that humans are the lead, not be animals. And there's a limit to everything. If you pursue goat or dog reaching house, they go turn back, begin fight you aggressively. So we're gonna have a rethink with the way that they treat the people. We're gonna have a rethink with the way that they behave. We're gonna have a rethink the way that they abuse power. Make una have a rethink the way they treat the people like slaves for their own country. Because when they go revolt, they go too bad for now. They go too bad for now. When I see the military trend where they happen now na attitude they cause am. Now na attitude they cause am. Una wickedness, una misrule, and they drag Africa back to military rule. Una lack of wisdom, una anyhow life, una stealing, looting, and they drag Africa back to military rule. They bring the military back. You see that people they celebrate military, that's to tell the mindset of the people towards una. That's to tell how the people don't they fed up. That's to tell how the people don't they tired. That's to tell how the people don't they frustrated with the one that they lead them. So if the military never enter on our place now, make una begin this they attend to the people. Make una begin to do things right. Make una begin to change things, because if military not enter, the people go enter. If military not enter, the people go enter. Because una own done too much. Una misbehaving done too much. The other day, they listen to former President Goodluck Jonathan, who need the advice on political leaders. Say, when I take office, don't let the office enter your head. Don't let the power enter on our head. Because if you do, it will give you a problem. There's life after office. But many of them not go take care. Many of them not go listen. They give them a Burkina Faso example. How the president want amend the constitution from 2 tenures to 3 tenures. If the president not there around, the speaker for the house now he go take over as president, because they not get vice president. When the president tried to change the constitution, the speaker had already agreed. The people of Burkina Faso rise up, enter the parliament, destroy everything, burn them down, the speaker run. They go to the presidential villa. The army not fit killing people when they see the way they take plenty, because if you kill the chaos, the president run. That is how it is when you don't push the people to the war. They go must fight back. China president, not too long ago, they changed the constitution because of her, and the people agree, because they take China to greater height. They take China to places where they never dreamed they go reach before. So you will be president or prime minister for Africa. To change constitution not be anything, but they go change that for you. Check your character. If you do well, they go they leave you there for life. If you not do well, you cannot change it. The people will fight you. They will fight you to a standstill. So all this impunity, all this manipulation, all this thieving, looting, they gonna stop them. You know they help una. You know they help the people. But you say they help una, it destroy una and our children. It destroy una and our children big time. It destroy una and our children big time. So make una change una ways. Make una change una ways. Make una change una ways. Make una change una ways, because it not go help anybody. It not go help anybody. It not go help anybody. Make una change una ways. The people don't tire for now. You see, I go play some video for now. Make una dey see the way una dey treat people. Why the people don't tire? The people don't tire. Make una see am. I go play some video for now. Then I want make una sit down. This is a moment of reflection. Sober reflection. Make una sit down. Make una reflect on how una dey lead the people. Make una reflect on una life. Make una reflect on everything. Most of our children are drug addicts, na junkies they be. They are not productive. Most of them, your children are junkies. They're not the productive. They just waste. They are wasteful, wasting the economy because the money too plenty. They don't even know what to do with it. I cannot tell you say the looting where they loot, no, they help you, rather they destroy you. But because you buy house for Switzerland, America, they Dubai, London, they say they help you. Check your children. They destroy them. The girls who married, they not fit stay marriage because of their high-headedness, because of their they not feel humble to man because of the money you get. They misbehave, and the men some men they run leave them. Check on our children life. Una go see and say this looting, they do now more harm than good. This attitude, when I think they rude people, they do now more harm than good. The people don't like una. They don't like una. As leaders of Africa, so now citizens don't like una because of una evil ways. So the looting, they help una, they destroy una. Make una look inwards. Check your children's life, how it go. Check them. They go well. They go well. Most of all of our children are junkies. They be junkies. So I beg, make una reflect on this thing. Make una think. I beg for those where they watch this program, make una like, make una share, make una comment so that it will reach them. I want me to think. May they have a good think about their life. May they know say this thing that they help them. I go play some video now. I want to play some video. Make una see the mentality of African leaders. I don't think make just take a look at this one.
National Assembly, 70 billion. Those in support of this amendment say aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. National Judicial Council, 35 billion. Those in support of this amendment say aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. Federal Ministry of Finance, Budget and National Planning, 500 billion. Those in support of this amendment say aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. Rise the issuance of the sum of 819 billion 536 million 937,815 naira for the provisions of palliatives and other items to Nigerians to cushion the effect of fuel subsidy removal 2023, third reading. Third reading as amended and passed.
You know why I play this video? I want to see the mindset of the leaders we will get. When I see with the suffering where they go on for Nigeria, with the hardship, where them bring go upon Nigerians, they still borrow money. See the way they take share the money. No sympathy for the poor. No feelings for the poor. You see the way you see their mindset. You see the way they share the money. Now, so since I begin to get sense, each government where they enter for Nigeria, they worse pass the old way, the way the predecessor. They always worse pass their predecessors. Each successor, they worse pass the predecessor. Since I begin get sense for Nigeria, they follow Nigerian politics. So I don't know who they manufacture their hearts. Where did they get their heart from? I don't really know. But I know that they are very evil and they are very wicked. But time is up. I don't know, say this age where would they so. We wise, everything don't change. All our datas, our secrets, it's our palm. We not be our forefathers. New black guys, the new black race, they are in town. We not they like those days. So make we not let us start to the fight now. And they turn on this thing because we still get opportunity to make things right. We still get opportunity to do things right. Imagine now I bring hardship upon the people of Nigeria. Now I bring hardship upon the people of Nigeria, on our own people. Una borrow money, see the one that share the money. A very 0. something% take a large chunk of the money, and I give small percent of the money to the majority, to the larger society. But they say they be mumu. But they say they're stupid. Now on ourselves what they do, because if it happen, we're not going to regret it. Nowhere go safe for now. We're not going to regret it. Because all this money that still go abroad, they go lost. We're not going to regret it. Africa is too blessed. Africa is too rich for her citizens to be scattered all over the world, for her citizens to be suffering, both home and abroad, for her citizens to be neglected wherever they go, to be looked down upon, to be humiliated. We have the brains, the manpower, the human resources, the natural resources. We have it. So what did they happen? Leadership. Leadership. If we must get it right, we must begin to deal with our leaders. See Rwanda that day, you strength like yes, Rwanda don't change the service chief because they fear. Cameroon don't change them. Change your own too. Nigeria, they call them, say if you are not loyal, make you resign. So you must be loyal to the constitution, the president. The president will not enter. The president will then did he enter through the right means? Did he enter according to the constitution? So all these things, notice when they talk to mugu people, useless people, foolish people. When I would just they talk, open their mouth, they talk. Like these people they talk to know the reason, they don't get brain. The constitution says you must win 24 or win 25 states and Abuja, the FCT. He entered there. The INEC chairman still there. A criminal. That is he's a criminal. Professor Mahmoud. After you go rig election for people who not go school, then you can't talk say tomorrow the person not to take care of education for the country. You won't go on strike as a lecturer. Are you not stupid? You occupy the highest office of stupidity. So all these things we they talk for now to pick. Now we never overthrow now. Now the people never start to the fight. Make una begin to have a rethink. Make una begin to change things for our country. Make una begin to make the people feel at home. Make them feel love. Make una they carry them along, go. Because from what they see so, the military self own good. If the people take over power, una own don't finish. Una own don't finish. Imagine the way they share palliative for money where they borrow upon all the hardship where they bring upon Nigerians. See they share. This will not be greediness anymore. This one witchcraft. Witchcraft. I want to play another video for now.
Je repars là pour rencontrer le général. Oui, je repars là pour rencontrer le général, il n'y a pas de problème. Attention, allô?
C'est le procureur.
Allô?
C'est où tu as quitté là-bas?
Allô? Allô? Oui, allô? Oui? Oui?
Non, ça passe pas bon.
That na the apartment of the president, former president of Gabon, they just overthrew, Ali Bongo. That na the apartment of his first son. Now millions upon millions they meet for inside a house, small boy. When a house not be central bank. A house not be any bank. See the kind of money they save for a house. Tell me what they use that money to do. And Gabon people, they suffer. Gabon people, they hungry. See the kind of money they save for small boy house. Now, see what this is not the thing where they turn out. When they destroy themselves with all these things. When they destroy themselves with all these things, because at the end of the day, the money become problem to now. It become waste. It become cost to now because una still don't know what to do with them anymore. Rather, the money they control now. And that thing make una not even look on citizens reach anything. They look on citizens like say they be animals, slaves. Because they don't loot their money. My face they not get sense. They make a tell now day of reckoning, they very close. Very, very close. Day of reckoning, they very, very close. As we talk now, make una dey pick sense. Make una hear. Make una stop this evil one they do. Because it not go good though. It not go good. It go too bad for now. It go too bad for now. If this thing not change, the people go force change. Oh. The people go force change. If you not change, the people go force change. You think say the people they happy with that kind of money they see for that young man house, and they are suffering. They know all these things, but they are waiting for the right time. So we cannot let that happen. If the people decide to change una own don't finish. So we cannot change una self before they decide to change una. Because this one they deal with our forefathers we're not smart. No. This generation they are very smart. Very, very smart. You can't fool them. You can't deal with them. All of the secrets in their hand. They get all of the data. So make una change on our ways. Beg you. They beg una. Make una change on our ways. We need to change on our ways. Make I see the Ali Bongo. I will play a video for them. Make una see them. After they don't overthrow. Make una see them.
You to make noise, I'm Ali Bongo Ondimba, President of Gabon, and I'm to send a message to all the friends that we have all over the world to tell them to make noise. For the people here have arrested me and my family. My son is somewhere, my wife is in another place, and I'm at the residence. Right now, I'm in the residence and nothing is happening. I don't know what's going on. So I'm calling you to make noise, really. I'm thanking you. Thank you. I'm calling you to make noise, to make noise, to make noise, ready. To make noise, ready. To make noise, ready.
Yeah, my people, now welcome back. Now see, now Ali Bongo, they mock so. He is in an almighty at a time. 2 weeks ago, he never believed he go do this predicament, this situation. He never believed him. Now he dey cry for help. He say make people make noise. But when his own citizens they make noise, they cry for help. He didn't listen. Did he come to their rescue? What did he do? Rather, give them more hardship. He give them more problem. He give them more reason to cry. Give them more reasons to cry. Now they cry for help. Say make them make noise. Thank God. Now see his friends that they make noise for him. Those are his friends. They are making noise for him. Now the table don't turn around. They call for help. This same man, Papa ruled that country, hand over to Ram. And then they plan the same thing too. The other people, they be mumu, they follow come. They escort to come Gabon. Gabon have how many millions? Very few people. They're a very rich country. Natural resources. Only this man and his family and the cronies that they enjoy the wealth of Gabon. He never listened to the cries of the people. He never listened to the noise of the people. Because he not ever in his life imagine say this kind of day will come. He never in his life believe say this kind of day will come. Never. So to Ramna, nothing happen. To Ramna, he just feel say life don't end. Now they call for help. They call for help. They call for help. I see the foolishness within them. They call for help. Very stupid. They call for help. So my people, those presidents, those leaders for Africa now, where they power, when I still get the chance and the opportunity to change. When I still get the chance and opportunity to make amends. When I still get the chance and opportunity to do things right. So that our people go begin welcome una, love una. If not, Ali Bongo case na small one. Nigeria ex-president case na small one. For what it go happen to una. Una go lose everything. Una might even lose una life join her because that time the people no go spare una. So make una heed to my advice now. Make una begin do the right thing. Make una stop rigging election. Make una stop rigging election. Make una start with that one. Rigging election are one of the biggest crimes to humanity. Now one of the biggest problems of Africa. Make una stop to listen to the West. Make una listen to our people instead. Make una stop to the loot. Make una begin the plant. They build. Because now they behave like devils. When Bible describes, say this thief coming to steal, to kill and to destroy. I don't think that they do. So make una begin, they give life. Make una begin they plant. Make una begin they build. Make una they steal. Make una they destroy. So that people get hope and confidence in una. So they go value the people around the world. So all this una attitude make una change that there's still time. If you not change them, una go remember this day. So my people, I beg una, make una share, make una comment, make una like, make it reach their hand. Time don't reach to end the program. Before I end the program, make I quickly read comments. Now, advice I can't do today. Oh. My sister Rachel, as I say, good afternoon, Mr. Fidelis. Hello, everyone. Good afternoon, my sister. I hope you're fine. Remain blessed. My sister Vivian V. It says, so nothing to do with the men, right? It is only the female. You mentioned being high-headed. Why is that so? I'm not talking about female. We have to talk about female. I talk about our leaders and their lifestyle. I'm not talking about gender. Maybe you get me wrong. I'm talking about our leaders, African leaders, who are high-headed. They know they think about their people. And in fact, now the male not even many pass for the position of leadership. So I know they talk about gender here. I talk about the wicked leaders. So not get me wrong there. My sister Vivian, you say, when would the blaming of women stop in Nigeria community? I don't know where you foresee blaming of women. No. I don't know where you foresee that one, Sister Vivian. No. You say Vivian V. You say you talk about the leaders' daughters being on substance about abuse and why they can't stay at. I talked about their sons first before I talked about their daughters. I said their sons are drug addicts. I talked about their sons before I talk about their daughters. So I'm talking about their children in general, not just the gender is nothing to has nothing to do with it. Why is the leader one you pick for the only one I talk since the leader one you pick? You not see when I talk about leaders and everything. Why is that the children are just talking about? Why this gender? That's so this same thing that they finish the African continent. For you to follow the reason, pick the right one, they're going to pick waiting on matter. So they go carry religion come, they go take divide us. They go carry tribe, they'll take divide us. I talk about their daughters, I talk about their sons, I talk about them. In fact, leaders who get for Africa, 90%, 95% are men. They're men. So why the gender can't become problem? I beg my sister, nothing. I'm not the discriminate to. I talk about all these people in general. Okay, my sister Vivian V say, okay, I must have joined late. Yes, you joined late. I'm talking about them in general, not just their daughters, their sons, everything. They are not productive. I said their sons are not productive. They are junkies, druggies, drug head everywhere. So my people are begging, make una like, make una share, so that this advice will reach them. So they will begin to think. When they know, so the people will not be stupid, people will not be those that will not be foolish. So I beg, make this video go viral. Until I soon again next week. Make una have a blissful weekend and make una remember. Say this program now every Friday, 4:55 p.m. Nigeria time. Now, GCSDN, they bring a come our way, Global Coalition for Security and Democracy in Nigeria, to enlighten us about the social, political, and economic issues with happen for our country, Nigeria, so that we will know how to handle situations. Now, bye-bye. May God bless you all. See you again next. Okay, Sister Vivian, don't drop one comment again. Make I acknowledge them again before I go. He said, anyway, well done, bro. You spoke well. We are all tired of the Western puppet driving our motherland. Thanks. Yes, we are tired. But unfortunately, we get leaders. We know they think we're rather key to serve their masters. Thank you very much, my sister. Una bye-bye. Remain blessed.